Is it that way? Don't know, it's that way. Think live? I don't know anymore. There we go. Let's see if I can front flip it. So it was live a minute ago, but the problem was I had no sound. So now I'm trying to do a test to see if the sound is actually working. Got the squeakiest chair known to man. Oh, now my screen goes normal. Ow. In that case, let's go back to that. Would help if I switched it, wouldn't it? There we go. Let's have a look. I honest to God don't know why. I mean, it's probably not even working now. Give me a minute. See if this bloody thing works. I know, we'll try the computer, That's gotta work. Because the idea is I want to do a lot more live streams, but I don't know if this is working. My mouse. Come on. Computer's the slowest thing in the world. Come on. Let's have a quick try. Like I even sorted out my garage so I could have a nice little settle. And it not work, you know. View channel. Oh, it's working now. Oh, it's working now. Honestly. I don't know what was going on then earlier. Let's see if we can do this all again. That one. Oh, I don't have a thumbnail. Change, have I got anything I can use? Well, we'll do that later. Cool, save, public, yeah, awesome. Cool. Go back, I guess, really. Well, I've muted it now I know it bloody works. Might bring this down just a smidgen. In that case, let's continue with what I just did. So, basically, this is the last stream of 2025, and the first time I did this, which was literally about an hour ago, I was fixing up this. just fixing this up. My absolute gem of a guitar. Can I get it in shot? There you go. So it's a Yamaha Pacifica 112. So single, double. And the whole purpose of this was because this guitar, right, has seen so much. I'm just gonna say it's seen so much, and I wanted to restring it. So I used to have 11s on it, and I put what are super slinkies? Come on. So yeah, so I put slinkies on it, some super slinkies, and they're 9s, and they are. I mean, I can bend on this. Just knocked out a tune. But yeah, I wanted to redo it up, but the frets need to be redone because the frets are actually, they're completely dead. Let's be honest. Where's that so high? I have no idea. I mean, overall, the guitar just needs a massive overhaul. So, but the whole purpose of it was, being 2025, I wanted to do a bit of reflection, talk about guitars and what's new for the channel. So this live stream's not going to be half as long as I don't think as the other one I did, because now I know it's working. Let's just double check. Live stream's not going to be. Yep, there you go. But yeah, really, I just want to talk about this guitar quickly because it got me thinking. So I restrung this because it's, like I said, it's seen absolute hell. And it got me thinking about my dad. And if it wasn't for my dad and getting me this guitar, I would never be in music. That's a story for another day. But it was just one of those ones where this guitar got me into my first band. Got me, like, if you go on SoundCloud, I think it's, and search for Nishi Lives, all the songs on there were recorded with this guitar, which is just phenomenal. Now, it's only got a fair few original things, so this pickup, where is it? This one? No, that's the bridge. That pickup there, that's sunken. That's the only one that's original. The top one, the single coil at the top, is a Pig Iron Overwhelm by Iron Gear UK. And that's just a Wilkinson humbucker. The keys are still the same. They're still the same. The frets are still the same. The pots have been replaced about 10,000 times. The bridge is still the same, but the screws are different. The whammy bar is still the same. But what I did to it was, can you see there? Yeah. So what I did was, so I could have my arm perfectly rested, I bent it so it was in like the shape of my hand. You know what I mean? Pretty epic. But it got me thinking about just in general what I want with the channel, because I've had this channel for I don't know how long. Since 2008, and it was only just so I could watch videos. Then I started to upload using a what is it, the Sony Handycam CX240E. A little handycam, was what people call it now, dad cams, and I uploaded a few videos from a Volbeat gig. And since then I've just been doing here, there and everywhere really. But I want to do more, and I gave myself like a mission. I'm not really going to be doing New Year's resolutions or any of that jazz because I just don't believe in them. But I'm definitely going to have to look after myself because I'll go into it at some point. But like, I'm not poorly, but they don't know what's wrong with me. So I've got like crazy high blood pressure and this and that, and they think I've got a heart condition. So we're trying to figure that out. And I was like, I tell you what, next year, 2026, because at the end of this year, I wanted to achieve 500 subs. And looking at my screen now, I'm 372. So not where I wanted to be, but nonetheless, it's the best I'm going to have, sort of thing. So I was like, by the end of next year, I want to try and achieve my 500 sub. Pardon me. I want to do merchandise. I want to do, you know, I've been thinking of like a Patreon thing. Like, what can I do to get more? Because the ultimate aim is to quit my job and do something full time, whether it's music or reviews. I love reviewing things, but music's where I always wanted this channel to be, and then I really haven't chased it. And I think what's really scary is the fact that the YouTube scene is saturated with, you know, so many guitarists that are doing all this stupid tapping nonsense. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. I just don't like it. Like, it's a great technique, it's very impressive, it's just not a me thing. And I don't know. I find it's just one of them where I don't know, man, it's just maybe a bit intimidating, because I am not a great guitarist. I will say that now. I am very much mediocre. I know a bit of music theory. I've got away. I mean, like I said, that Guitar Just, that's what got me into all my bands and everything, and got me recording. But I'm not. I just realised I got Rudolph in the corner there. But I think it's just a bit intimidating. But there's only one way I'm going to be able to follow my dream, and that's to actually do the stuff I've said. And so I've gave myself a challenge. By the end of 2026, I want 500 subs at least. If I don't, then I'm potentially going to quit it, because there's no point in chasing something after all this time if I'm not going to get anywhere. So I'm going to try and be a bit more consistent with it. I'm going to try and do a lot more planning. For Christmas, my sister got me a very snazdabular book and a very snazdabular pen. Well, it's got the same thing on both sides. So my aim is to plan out a video. So I've actually got a video planned. I wrote one down. There it is. I wrote a video down. And it's just headphones. Headphone review, as they seem to go down pretty well. But the aim is to do a lot more music side of things. I've got my electric drum kit where I'm going to actually record, show you my process on how I do things. Kind of learn as I go, really. I do want to do a bit more, not vloggy type things, but stuff like that. So what I've done is I brought this, and this is a little screen, right? And the screen goes on the back of my my phone. If I put that there, there you go. Now I can see me. I mean, I've got my computer on obviously as well, so I can see the chat if anyone does decide to talk. Is it still working? Is it still working? Yeah, my voice sounded weird. It's because I was yawning. But yeah, I think my main aim is I just want to grow the channel. And I used to stream on YouTube, but I think the last stream I did was months ago, and it was Cyberpunk. But whenever I streamed on YouTube, the quality is really bad, and I'm not pushing anything in particular. Like my laptop, I use a gaming laptop. It's more than capable of streaming, because I stream on Kick, and in all fairness, the streams are solid. You know, they look beautiful. But for some reason, whenever I stream from or to Twitch and YouTube, it's not great. So it's one of them ones. I don't want to have too many different socials going on, but at the minute, it seems like that's the only case, really. Like I think I just said it. I want to get some merch going, because I want to try and give something out there. But at the same time, no one knows this channel. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of things to do to give to you guys. So, like, I don't want silly things. I was I was looking at different people's Patreons, and some dude had a Patreon, and like there was nothing on there. And I know I've got mine linked in, and there's nothing there yet. But the point is, I'm gonna have like, I think maximum like 3 tiers, like £1, £3, £5, that sort of thing. Because I don't want to rip people off. But then I've got to think, what would I want for that price range? You know what I mean? Like exclusive content, downloadables, whatever the fuck I could do there. Backing tracks, could do backing tracks actually. But just stuff, you know what I mean? Just stuff. And then I was thinking, shall I try and add more to the channel? Shall I do a little bit of like, because obviously at the minute it's just reviews and music. Should I involve more of my other stuff? Because I do have another channel called Broken RC. That's got, what, 2 videos, I think. So I could always involve them. I mean, like I said, I've moved my garage around so I could do a bit more and tidied it up a bit. But I don't know, man. It's a bit of a tricky one. Oh. Excuse me. Really is tricky, to be honest. Don't know what else to do. But I don't want to be chasing a dream if it's not going anywhere. And it is all about fighting and pushing and that. But I just think it's... I suppose my overall outcome is that I want to be able to live from doing them. Because a lot of the people I watch, whether it's in the music scene or review scene, they're epic. And it's, yeah, try not to be downtrodden by it. That's the hardest part. I mean, we'll figure it out, obviously, we have to. So, but yeah, So far, that's all I've got. It's the last stream of 2025. Sorry, the last live of 2025. I just want it to be as awesome as it can be because, yeah, it's just one of them ones, isn't it? I think what I might do actually is I might try and do a stream tonight on YouTube, see how that goes. Again, let's check if this is still working. Might try and do a stream. Yes, it's still working. Fan-bastardstic. How many subs we got? What's that? Not subs. We've got 2 people watching. One of them's obviously me. Who's the other one? Is it my wife? If it is, you need to write that in the chat. But yeah, to be fair, I was going to do a video about the hassles of a small-time streamer because at the minute I'm using my phone to stream this. My normal go-to is my Sony cam. And yeah, it's just, to be fair, when I should have used my microphones on this because you're just getting phone audio, so it's going to sound absolutely diabolical. That's what it's going to sound like. Do we even have an attachment for this? Holy fuck nuts, I do. Did not know that. That's awesome. In hindsight, that would have made sense. In hindsight, I've already done this friggin' video and it died, so... yeah. I mean, if you're just joining and you're not my wife... I was, in the first part of this bloody stream, I was fixing up my guitar. I need to get the frets redone because... I don't even... oh, wow. Yeah, the strings... like, this has never had a refret. So I got this guitar back in, friggin' hell, when was it? 2005? So I got this guitar back in, it's gotta be 2005. I wanna say, yeah, so I'm pretty sure I got it then, so 20 years ago. And it's an ex-demo one, so it'd been used for gigs, like in the shop. PMT, God rest its soul. Ha! Are we going to have any more shops? That's the question. But I've had it since then, and it used to be black and white. I've got a picture of what it should look like somewhere, and it's a very sentimental guitar because I remember my mum wanted me lessons. Now, if you're from bloody England, right, and you're my age range, so a millennial, you should know what the Chipper Club is, right? And it's a competition for children up to the age of 16, and your mum would enter you and you'd win things. I remember once, back in the old days, meatballs that used to get in the tin, there used to be like a mascot for it, and you could win a meatball game. Don't know why that popped into my head. But there was loads of different things, and the last thing my mum ever won was guitar lessons at PMT. And they were amazing, to be fair. I had like 10 lessons, and then they got very expensive, so I just do it myself. And I remember going to one of my lessons, I was sitting down before we went, I was watching WWE in the living room. And I was playing an Encore guitar. I got it from like an ex-catalogue shop. And I'm left-handed, hence the left-handed guitar. And the Encore was right-handed, so I restrung it, Jimi Hendrix style. Oh wait, no. There we go. And it was awful. It was an awful guitar. Like, it was just... I can't even describe it. It was just a cheap guitar. And I remember sitting there going through my scales on it. My dad literally yanked it out of my hand. I was like, oh fuck, what have I done? And he threw a box at me. And in the box was this guitar. And you're there. My dad always said, I'm not going to buy a guitar unless you get good. So naturally, if you knew my dad, you ain't getting nothing. And yeah, so I got the guitar. That was awesome. And then... years, like this was originally black with a white scratch plate. To be fair, it's off white now, but I've still got the original back plate. But yeah, so originally it was that colour, and then what did I do to it? Oh shit, what did I do? So I think when it was still black, I'd have to have a look at the photo, but I made a scratch plate for it, and it was so cool because it went around like that, like at the bottom. It looked so cool. It didn't have that bit. That was just kind of like cut away. And then it had like a protruding tail. Is that the right word? Protruding? I don't know. But I had that on it. And then that was made out of wood, of all things. Actually, I've still got the back plate we made for it. And I had it was this guitar, an Epiphone G400. And I don't know why I never gigged with the G400. That was my backup guitar. I think this guitar was like my baby sort of thing. Then as the years went on, we stripped the paint on it. Actually, before that, I sanded it down so it was really rough. Primed it. Primer over paint don't work. And then I did, painted it silver, then it went yellow, then it went blue. Put it back to black, but like matte black, that was nice, but it picks up all the fingerprints. And then eventually, we just stripped it and stained it. So it was one of like the last things me and my dad did on it. And you can tell where I did it because it's fucking awful. But at the same time, it's the character of this guitar. I also tried to do a mod on it where, I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? There. So I tried to add another tone into it. And yeah, not centered, didn't work. That part is actually in there, I think. I don't think I ever took it, like, I just pushed it in rather than remove it. It's wired in wrong as well, so the selector is in the wrong position. That's the only original pickup. It's just got dinks everywhere, man. Like there's a massive, where is it? There's a massive chunk knocked out. There it is. You're probably not going to see it. But right there's a massive chunk out of the fretboard. That was a bad day. Shit, even the screws at the back are the wrong ones. They're just things I found. But it's, I don't know, man. This guitar's got character. Oh, and the inlays are not real. They're stickers. But it looks cool, and that's the main thing. But it's just, the original plan was, when Dad died, I was going to retire this guitar, because in the band I'm in now, I don't play guitar, I play, I'm going to be a dickhead now, I play guitar, bass guitar. And, it was how swig. And, I'm going to crack open a beer, why not? I've got some Elvis juice. Oh, you fucker. I can't remember what I was saying. I was going to retire the guitar because in my band now I don't really play guitar. But then I was speaking to my girlfriend's fella, and he's very much soul, Motown, that sort of thing. Me, rock and metal. And I was saying there's just something about this guitar when I play it. I don't know, man. It's just, I know it gives me the blues again. Brings me back to the day when I first got it, you know what I mean? And I mean, I struggled when my dad died. I really did. And it's stuff like this always kind of give me that connection with him again. So it's quite nice. I don't know if you can see it, I've got Shimade written on there. Now, if I remember correctly, that should have translated from Japanese to Till Death, because this is just, oh man, I love this guitar. But it definitely needs a refret. I don't know if you can see that. But the, can I get a better angle? You probably see the indentations on the frets. Like I said, they've never been changed. And I do like a floaty bridge. Oh, wrong, you can't even see it there. I do like a floaty bridge. It's a little bit lower than it should be, but I did have 11s on it, so it was pulling it up so high. A cool story, I had, in my very first job, they all chipped in so I could put money to a guitar, and I got myself a, was it a Schecter Diamond something or other, Diamond C1? It was white, and it had a Floyd Rose and a locking nut, coil tapped pickups as well, and I put a Lefty Floyd Rose on it. It was amazing, but because I back then in the first band, I used to use like, was it 13s, like beastie strings, and yeah, beastie strings on a trem like that don't work, because it literally went like boom, and I had to wind it all the way in. Like these, I had to, the springs in the back, I had to really wind them back in, but again they were just too damn strong. So I've essentially I've gone back to 9s, which feels like I'm playing bloody strands of hair. So yeah, I mean, I've been waffling for like 25 minutes, burped, and yeah, I think what I'm going to do though, I do want to try and make this channel as not as big as possible, because that's a bit ambitious at the minute. But I definitely want to keep it tailored towards not bedroom players, because that's what YouTube is, but I want to try and tailor it more to the budget player. For instance, my whole rig, I have this, which back in the day, I think my dad spent 140 quid on it. I use a Harley Benton Stingray copy thing, and that was 100 quid, £10 with shipping. My hooker base, that cost, what, 500 quid, but that was a custom built guitar, but even then, it's not bad. And then you've got my East Coast bass, which was 179. I use the Italian amp, what is it, Mark amps? Can't remember what one I've got, but I've got the 250 watts. Like, I don't use a lot of expensive gear. Like pedals, the most expensive pedal I've got is the Boss Overdrive, the ODB3. Hate that pedal, but it gives me the sound I need. So I want to try and tailor more to the budget guitarist. Because I'm under no impression that you've got beginner guitars and intermediate guitars and professional guitars. I ain't being funny. If it does the job, that's the guitar you need. You know what I mean? Like this is your first guitar, your practice guitar, your starter guitar. This is what I recorded everything with. So I don't for a minute believe that bullshit. But I'm going to end the stream because I'm knackered. I need to dust that guitar. I'm knackered after recording. Is it still producing sound? Yes, it is. But yeah. I think for the new year, we are going to chase the what do you call it? We're going to chase the 500 sub. I was going to do reaction videos, but I don't know. I might get my friend on that one actually. But I think I want to try and figure out the best thing I can do to to kind of give back to you guys. Things like I said on Patreon, is like, what can I put on there to benefit? You know, what would you, as a viewer, what would you want from me to sub to me, in the sense of, like, if you was to become a Patreon, what would you want? Like I said, I'm only going to do like £1, £3, £5. You know what I mean? Because I'd love to be able to just, like I said, grow the channel. Shit, I was even thinking about changing the name of the channel, Planet Ben. Ugh. I don't know. Just put my name. I don't know. Either way, we're going to end it because to be honest, I'm tired. Really, really bloody tired. And yeah, I'll tell you what, let me just turn that around. Where are we? There's my wall. Let's spin it back around. So yeah, essentially we're gonna try and figure out what to do. We're gonna make it work. That's the plan. We're gonna make it work. So until then, if I don't see you before the new year, have a great one. Bye. Oh yeah, it's live, isn't it? Still live. Go away. Stare awkwardly at the camera.